Welcome to another episode of Tag Team Thursday. I'm Dan from Comic Shop News, and a big thank you to Just a Rican and His Comics, John's Comics with Kids, Old Wolf for leading things off. So let's go ahead and start off with my pull list for the week of 310. From DC Comics, we have American Vampire 1976, number 6. I'm going for the Tula Lotay cover. 1, just because I love her art, and 2, this book is finally picking up. First couple issues were just kind of slow, and now we're getting into the nitty gritty of what this has all been building up to over the years. Scott Snyder, I'm really hoping you finish on a strong note for once. You kind of let us down a lot, but I have high hopes. We have Batman Urban Legends number 1. There's a David Finch cover. I believe that's the B cover, and that's probably gonna be the one I pick up. It's Batman and Red Hood on the cover. This is little tales, vignettes, so I'm kind of down with it. A book I'm on the fence about, but I'm going to pick up anyway, is Joker number 1. I'm going to get the Francesco Mattina cover. I think I'm more interested in the Punchline B story than I am the Joker part of the story. Mirka Andolfo is just drawing it, so I have hope that it's not going to be her writing. I think it's James Tynion writing it, because Mirka Andolfo's writing is not good. Not good at all. Superman 29, I'm excited to check out. Philip Kennedy Johnson is taking over the Superman line, and if you've read Last God or Kill a Man, I've become a big fan of his writing, especially Last God. It's an incredible title. I think we're waiting till August for the hardcover to come out with all 12 issues, but go check it out or pick up the individual issues. These are ones I think is fantastic. I'm getting the John Timms wraparound cover on this. From Image Comics, a book I started from the beginning with, Birthright number 47 by Josh Williamson. There's 3 issues left. It's ending at issue 50. It's been a series I have stayed with. It's sword, sorcery, missing children, alternate world, magic. I'm a big Josh Williamson fan, so I've stayed with this the whole time. There's been down moments, there's been good moments. I just kind of gotta know when to hold them, know when to fold them, I guess, with it. Commanders in Crisis by Steve Orlando and David Tinto. Issue 6 of 12 comes out. I'll be picking up the Megan Hetrick cover. We had gotten to interview Steve Orlando on the show, big supporter of his, and it's been an interesting book, so check it out if you haven't. A book that I've been really loving, Homesick Pilots number 4 comes out. There's a Jamie McKelvey cover. If you like horror, a little bit of punk rock, this is a book for you. Issue 1 and 2 were fantastic. Issue 3, a book that scares the hell out of me is coming out, KARMEN number 1, written and art by Guillaume March. Guillaume March, his art, sometimes I like, sometimes I don't. Anytime an artist is going to start writing, I get a little worried. I'm going to check out issue 1 at least. There is a Milo Manara cover. If you don't know who he is, look it up real fast, or just look up the whole uproar over his Spider-Woman cover a couple years ago. From Marvel Comics, Amazing Spider-Man number 61. We get the new costume. I don't like it. I actually liked his Future Foundation Fantastic Four suit a lot more. But I'll check it out. This Nick Spencer run, though, has been all over the place. There's been some good issues, there's been some really bad issues. I was really in it for Ryan Otley at the beginning. Children of the Atom number 1. It's a book about X-Men sidekicks we didn't know existed. Curious to check this out. Probably in for 1 issue only, more than likely. One of my favorite books is coming out, though, Daredevil number 28. Elektra is running around as Daredevil right now. This team of Checchetto with Zdarsky has been amazing. Zdarsky's come so far as a writer. This might be my favorite Daredevil run since the Brubaker run. I swore this next book that I wasn't going to pick it up, but I'll give it one more try. Eternals number 3 comes out. I'm liking Asad Ribic's art. The writing has been somewhat boring for me, and I'm a huge Kieran Gillen fan, but I'm going to give this a check out. Another book coming out that I've loved since it came out, Immortal Hulk number 44. It's a little bit of horror, a little bit of psychological drama. And it's just, Al Ewing's done a fantastic job with this book. Maybe interested in Hulk, and I haven't been in quite a while. We have Nonstop Spider-Man #1. I will be picking up the Chris Bachalo wraparound cover, but if you want to support Justin No Good Comics' dad, pick up the LaRoque cover. Star Wars #12. I'd say this is kind of an inconsistent series. There's been some good issues, some bad issues, but I'm kind of a Star Wars fan, so I kind of pick up everything. Strange Academy #9, one of the best all-ages books out right now. Just fantastic. Scotty Young doing a great job, and Umberto Ramos, always I pick up his stuff. But it's just a fun title, and there's not enough all-ages books out there right now, so this could be like a book that you can get a younger fan hooked on. Taskmaster #4. Love Taskmaster. This book has been fun. I'm not a huge Jed McKay fan, but he's done a great job on this book and just picked up the whole schmoiness of Taskmaster, and he's kind of like the put-upon villain. X Factor #8. I've been lukewarm on this series. I go through moments of really liking it, really disliking it, and I keep picking it up. So I'm not sure if I'm wrong or right with it, but it's been getting the little story build-up going on right now in it. I'm kind of curious to see where it goes. From Dark Horse Comics, Black Hammer #2. I'm going to pick up the B cover by Kelly Jones. This one is done by the old Flash team of Scott Collins and Jeff Johns. I know some people are boycotting Jeff Johns, but this one tells the story of Madame Dragonfly and the Cabin of Horrors, which totally 100% in the Black Hammer universe. She boned Swamp Thing and had a child. So that is a thing. From Boom Studios, we have Last Witch #3. If you read Last Witch #2, huge improvement over issue 1. I thought 2 was the one to really like bring you into that world. It just 100% fantastic. Definitely recommend picking it up and then picking up the last issues if you haven't so far. We have Luna #2. I'm going to pick up the Mirka Andolfo cover. Luna #1 had a little bit of Manson family stuff to it, kind of like, it's very odd. Maria Lovett is kind of, her art I really like. I'm not sure on this story so far. It's got a little bit of cult leader, drugs, some orgies. It's got a little bit of a little bit for everyone, you know, just not children, definitely not children. From Vault Comics, we have the Autumnal #5. Great horror comic. The last issue that came out for really kind of opened up the world a little bit as you talk to a burn victim from the last time a tragedy happened in the town, and you find out about the curse of the woman who's was spurned by a man and went into the woods, and basically she is haunting this town. Pick it up. It's actually a very good series. I recommend it highly if you are into horror. It kind of reminded me a little bit of Darkness Falls with the Tooth Fairy. So if you remember that movie, check it out. We also now have from Aftershock Comics, Maniac of New York #2. #1 took me by surprise. Was not expecting it to be as good as it was, and it was a little bit procedural, a little bit of like storytelling about this lunatic going around hacking people up. And again, knew nothing about it when it came out, just happened to pick it up on Comixology, and it's fantastic. So recommend picking up issue 1 if you haven't. Scouts Honor #3, I'm picking up. I have not read 1 and 2 yet, but everybody on our Tag Team Thursday seems to have read it and loved it, especially Rod. So definitely going to be picking that up. Not a whole lot of anything else really going on. These are my pickups for the week. I'm getting ready to read Berserk, and I am not sure how I feel about that book yet. I'm not loving the art, for one. I'm going to kind of do a deep dive into it. So this is it for me. Going a little bit quicker today. So for the month of March, we have Saga of Swamp Thing Volume 1 Book Club. which will be sometime later in the month. Friday, I will be doing a solo Longbox Paradox, 7 p.m. on my channel. Look it up if you're interested. I'm just going to be reviewing new comics, talking about Infinite Frontier, X-Men Demon Days, and everything else that came out this week. And maybe a little bit of WandaVision, because that series is just getting better and better every episode. The last episode was such a standout. So with that being said, I'm going to now hand off to one of our next people. As I'm recording this, I have no idea if Brandon Comixkings is with us, but if he is, go to his channel, but subscribe him anyway. And then we have Justin the Closer, No Good Comics. Expect about 20-25 minutes, sometimes 30. So thank you, everybody. Like, comment, subscribe, and hit up everybody else who's on Tag Team Thursday and like and subscribe their videos. So long, farewell, Auf Wiedersehen, goodbye.